Hey, didn't you have to give the dog her medicated bath today?
Don't say it out loud! Baths are always a challenging part of dog ownership. But medicated baths have to be one of the most difficult types of bath to give. Not only do you have to go through the usual shenanigans of bath time, there's also several additional steps you have to take for the medicated bath to work. Leia here is getting a medicated bath today. She has a bug bite on her foot. Although she's the one getting the bath today, all of my dogs have needed medicated baths at one point or another. Tank tends to get dry skin, and Sandy has environmental allergies in the fall. During the fall, she gets very itchy, and the vet recommended we do regular oatmeal-based medicated baths on her during this time. The medicated baths work really well for Sandy with her allergies. Here's a photo of her without medicated baths, and what she looks like during an allergy season with the baths. She may not love them, but it's pretty easy to tell which Sandy is the most comfortable one. Leia's bug bite isn't a big deal, but it is insanely itchy, so I'm hoping the medicated baths will work in the same way for her. That way we can stop with the goodnight itch fest. I'm using a medicated shampoo by Veterinary Formula today. It has a little bit of everything in it, including colloidal oatmeal, which is recommended by our vet, as well as lidocaine for itch relief and hydrocortisone to reduce redness and swelling. I'll go ahead and link this and the other products I use for itch relief in the description. Lots of people will get their medicated baths through the vet as a prescription shampoo instead of through a pet store. Where you got it from really doesn't matter. It all gets applied the same way. Medicated shampoos include any shampoo used to treat a medical condition in your dog. This might be a prescription shampoo from your vet to treat a bacterial or fungal infection, or an anti-itch shampoo to treat general itchiness and allergens. We're going to start today by reading the directions. This shampoo says to leave it on 5 to 10 minutes. Trade secret from a dog groomer: following the directions on the shampoo is the most important part of the process. I'm pretty sure a few of the people who brought medicated shampoo for their dogs back when I was a dog groomer had a conversation with their vet like this a little bit later. Hi, I just got a call from you. I heard that Bella isn't doing so well on her shampoo. What's going on with that? Yeah, Bella's still itching. I did the shampoo, I got the shampoo, and I washed her, and sometimes that can happen and we can try a different shampoo. Have you been following the directions on the label? Well, technically I had my groomer wash her. You take your dog to the groomer 3 times a week? Oh no, I only get my dog bathed once a year. Oh. It only works if you use it 3 times a week. The truth is, that wait time isn't there as some kind of torture. The medication in the shampoo needs time to activate. It needs to sit on the skin long enough to treat the itchiness, to kill the bacteria or fungus or fleas or whatever it is you're treating for. And it can't do that in the 5 seconds it took to apply it. The second thing you should be aware of before applying it is that most medicated shampoos don't actually have any shampoo in them. Before you apply it on the dog, it's good to assess the coat and see if they, found something great to roll in the backyard before you caught them for the bath.
Oh, yeah.
Or if they're generally really dirty. If they're dirty, wash them in their normal shampoo first and then treat them with a medicated bath. Will you have to pick up your shoes so your dog doesn't revenge poop in them? Yes, but the medicated shampoo will actually work. Once the dog is clean, apply liberal amounts of the shampoo to the dog's coat and work it through with your fingers. Or if their coat is very thick, use their brush. The goal is to make contact with the dog's skin as much as possible, as it's not the coat that needs to be treated, it's the skin. If you must wash your dog's head in medicated shampoo as well, stay well away from your dog's eyes for safety. You don't want any medicated bath in your dog's eyes at all. Once it's applied, set the timer and let the rodeo begin. In all seriousness, there's no reason to make this process miserable. Bust out the treats for the waiting period, or let them lick a licky mat. If your dog refuses the food, keep offering it each bath anyway. The smell of the food itself can be comforting, and they may change their mind after a couple of repetitions. When not feeding your dog copious amounts of makeup treats, working the shampoo through the coat again can help it make better contact with the skin, and gives you a chance to make sure it's making contact with places you may have missed before. If your dog will tolerate it, for example, working the shampoo between the toes will help reduce itchiness on the feet, a common itchy spot on dogs. Once the timer goes off, it's time to rinse. Rinse your dog thoroughly without any residue. A faucet with a sprayer like mine is really handy for this, but if you don't have one, you can use bowls of clean water from the tap to pour over your dog to rinse with. I've seen a lot of people put a few inches of water in the bath and take this bath water to rinse with, but you're just pouring dirty shampoo water over your dog. Yuck! Use clean water to rinse. A quick tip for making sure you got it all is to make your hand into a squeegee and scrape your hand along the dog's belly. Check the water in your hand. Are there bubbles? Keep rinsing. No bubbles? Great, you're probably done. When your dog is completely rinsed, you're done with the bath. You can let your dog out of the tub, dry them off, and proceed with I just got a bath compensation for your pup.
Your Honor, the defendant, Mom, did give me a bath.
This is a serious accusation. Are you sure? Mom, how do you plead?
I did give her a bath?
That'll be 7 cookies, 1 Walkies, and a bully stick.
Your Honor, I gave her treats in the bath. Bully sticks stink. Have mercy.
Your Honor, it was a medicated bath.
Mom, how long was she in the bath for?
5 minutes.
7 cookies, 1 Walkies, and 2 bully sticks.
Although you're done with the bath, if your dog has hot spots or is injuring themselves chewing, a cone may be necessary to stop the chewing while your dog is healing. Dogs are about as wild about cones as they are about baths, so it's understandable if you don't want to do it. Most owners tell themselves silly little lies like, I'll just watch them really closely. Friends, your dog is sneakier than you give them credit for. They'll hide under the bed, in a closet, behind the couch, or just wait until you're in the shower. Leia literally hid in the bathroom to chew her foot when I wasn't looking one time. They will definitely pick their skin. It will definitely take months longer than it should for it to heal. You will definitely be stuck doing medicated baths forever if you don't put the cone on. Most medicated baths are twice a week, and it's easy to forget just how many days have passed. Make a note in your calendar to remind yourself when the next bath is due and follow the course of treatment diligently. Your pet likely won't thank you, but they will feel a lot less itchy once their skin has been treated. And think how much better you'll be at not kicking your shoes off by the door. In general, for us, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to treat a medical condition with our pets, with visible improvement after the first 2 weeks of bathing. If your dog is prone to skin problems, ask your vet about potentially putting them on an omega-3 supplement to help ease some of the symptoms. Your vet will know what's right for your dog. You should always bring your dog to the veterinarian for itchiness of an unknown cause. Because if the dog has a fungal infection and you're trying to treat it with an antibacterial shampoo, it'll probably work about as well as washing your dog with ranch. You did the bath, but didn't really treat your dog. If you can afford diagnostics, ask your vet specifically for a skin scraping. Many vets don't do diagnostics if it's not an emergency because they don't want complaints about overcharging. But without that scraping, it's more or less an educated guess on which shampoo will actually work. Your dog will probably still end up cured, but it may take a few months of trying different shampoos for different ailments to figure out which skin problem is what's troubling your dog. As skin scraping is just faster, less stressful for your dog, and you too. That's it for today's video. If you have other grooming or Chihuahua-related questions, please let me know in the comments below. We prioritize requests from our viewers over anything else.